been 1 year, can you believe it, since we moved from California to South Carolina, Summerville, South Carolina, to be exact. And here's what we're going to talk about today. The 7 things we learned since living here for 1 year. I'm Angel. This is Dan. I am a licensed realtor in California and in South Carolina. And I convinced this tall drink of water to join me in this industry because it's so fantastic. And he said yes.
Yes, and I'm only licensed in South Carolina. So she's your California connection.
I can get you from here to there or there to here, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, so we have some really fun things to share with you this week. It's been a year. It's been a year. Isn't that a song?
Another year has gone by.
Another year has gone by. Stay with us. So we are back. As you know, we are the Gen X division of the Elevate team at EXP, and we absolutely love helping other people, usually Gen Xers, move here to the Summerville area since we've been here, and it's a great place to call home. I just keep telling people, babe, I'm like, it gets better week after week. Yep. But there are a few things that we had to learn along the way. Number 1, I guess we'll start with number 1.
Number 1 is rain on the East Coast. I mean, sometimes you'll have dark clouds and lightning and nothing happens. And you're like, okay, I'm getting my umbrella out. And it's like, no.
But that might be also a surefire way to tell you're like not local, because I never see locals with
nobody has umbrellas.
I mean, they carry them, but they don't really open them that often.
And then if it rains, it could be a sprinkle, or it could be to the point where you can't see out of the windshield of your car. You got to put your hazards on so that people can see you either in front of or behind. And the windshield wipers, you know what the highest setting does on the windshield wipers. Even the back windshield wiper, you're like, how does this thing work? I can't see nothing. And then with the rain, you also get humidity inside the car. So you'll have like weird fogging where you're like, okay.
Am I doing defrost? Am I doing air conditioning?
Am I doing them both? Is it AC?
Better not be heat. Good Lord.
Yeah, we got enough of that.
Well, and it rains sideways. We've already talked about that multiple times. It does not rain straight up and down.
We have a patio cover. The furniture can be in the middle of the roof, and somehow it's soaking wet.
And even though like we're in Summerville, so we're like, 35 miles from Charleston. The weather and the rain in Charleston is so much different than here. We'll be doing an open house or whatever in Charleston, and it's pouring, and we'll be talking to our kid here in Summerville, and he's like, hot and sunny. Like it just doesn't. It just they get more rain, I think, in Charleston than we do.
Yeah, closer to the ocean, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Onshore flow. Do they have that here? We have that in California. Onshore flow. I don't know. Anyway, we'll wrap up the rain here, but you'll look at the thing on your phone and it'll say 70% chance, and you're like, holy crap, when's that happening? And it's like from 3 to 5. Like the rest of the day, hot, sunny.
Oh, yeah. They can pour for 15 minutes and then blue skies, and you're like, well, I guess we're going on with what we had planned.
Again, nobody cares about the rain here. No. It's like living on a tropical island. Mm-hmm. That's what I think it's the most like. It's like you're on vacation.
It's a great way to look at it.
Okay, number 2. Now, being from California, we love our produce, right? So we'll buy the flat strawberries, or we get the peaches from the Costco or wherever.
Blueberries.
Blueberries. I mean, we cannot get enough. But they do not live long here. Like we used to be able to get fruit and have it
like a week?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks?
That's
pushing it. Though.
Yeah, but that was, because we all love it so much. But man, it dies. It's got a short shelf life here. Like you gotta clean it, put it in the fridge, and then be like, everybody eat it.
Yeah, and we're like searching the web, like, is it because it's coming from California that it's spoiling so fast? Is it because of the atmospheric pressure?
The humidity? Like, what happens? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where it's I mean, you would think we have ag here in South Carolina. We have ag in Florida. It's not that far.
Are they not putting enough chemicals on it?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Don't get me started. But I don't know what it is. But FYI, when you buy that fruit, You must be loving, put it in everything. You got the raspberries?
Well,
You're making raspberry everything.
Yeah, but you're going to reveal the magic solution, right?
What am I going to reveal?
What? What is it?
What am I going to... No, honestly, what am I going to...
Jars.
Oh, gosh. No.
That's fantastic. We gotta inform these people.
Oh, that's funny. For real?
Yeah.
For real, Dan?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you know those, what are they called? Those ball...
Mason jars.
The mason jars.
How did you find this out?
Okay, well, anyway, the mason jars, the ball, like, you know, back in the canning jars. I mean, I'm sure this is known to many people, but for me, this was new. You put a half of a paper towel at the bottom, and you put the fruit in there, and it lasts.
Is it a dry paper towel?
Yes, because it absorbs the moisture. Yeah. And the peaches stay, the blueberries stay, the raspberries stay, and you can see them all. You're not opening up the little plastic container.
You can turn the jar around and go, are these still good?
Yeah, sometimes when you would open that container, you'd be like, oh, I want some raspberries, but they're all fuzzy.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, helmet laws. Are there even any?
I don't know if we were trained in California to just be like, you're going fast, you need to protect your head.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it makes common sense. Like, in my mind, if I'm going to ride a motorcycle, I'm going to have full leather gear. I'm going to have a helmet. Not because I think it looks cool.
Well, you got to have the thing to protect the bugs. You can't
not
bugs
not because I think it looks cool, but because if I ditch my bike, I'm sliding for hundreds of feet.
Yeah.
And I like my skin.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if we're on the walking paths, if we're, you know, knocking around town, you know, and they're on the scooters or they're in the golf carts, certainly on the freeway. Good Lord, I just want to scream. Your head is going to explode like a melon. Like, what are you thinking?
And they're wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Just,
yeah.
Living their best life. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I mean, it's cool that you have that option, but...
Man, very different than California. And it's like, so like, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, I'm too much of a chicken to...
If you are new here, one of the funnest things that we do in our videos is Dan tries to stump me on Gen X fun facts from back in the day, right? We're Gen Xers. We're the Gen X division of the Elevate team. So we really like to talk about all the stuff that we grew up with, you know, drinking out of hose water and the movies and the music from back in the day. So he does a Gen X fun fact, and I try to get stumped before you guys figure it out. Or I try to figure it out before you guys figure it out. Not be stumped, right? Anyway, all right. So let's go with the Gen X fun fact. Dan. Okay.
Per your request.
Okay.
The fun fact has to do with either 80s slang or 80s catchphrases.
Ooh, okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
And supposedly the person that came up with this did so around 1987. And he is in the music industry.
Okay.
And it was his second album that came out at that time.
Okay. He's a lead singer?
Well, he's a rapper. I'll give you that tidbit.
Okay, 87.
And the name of the album was Bigger and Deafer.
Come on. Am I looking for a phrase? Am I looking for his name?
Well, I'm talking about the origin of the phrase, supposedly. The phrase was also used in the movie Reality Bites.
Oh, gosh. That movie! Good God.
And it means, I'm leaving. Kind of, sort of.
It's a phrase from 1987. The guy is a musician. Mm-hmm. It's not Peace Out.
No.
What's the album?
Bigger and Deafer, which really doesn't give you any clues as to the phrase. I'll tell you this, there was something on the album cover that was the inspiration for the phrase.
Okay, I am so lost. You are taking me down a rabbit hole.
Okay.
Do you know what it is? I am clueless.
So it's LL Cool J.
Oh,
that's the artist.
Ladies love Cool J. That's what that means.
Yes. But
ladies love Cool J.
But the phrase is Audi 5000.
Really?
Yep.
That's from 1987?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. They did say that in
Now,
Reality Bites.
the backstory supposedly is that there was a rumor or complaints that the Audi 5000s would accelerate without you doing anything, which led to Audi having to dig themselves out of a hole because their reputation was kind of tarnished.
Ruh-roh.
And then it turns out that it wasn't really anything to do with the car, but they were thinking that people were mistaking the gas for the brake.
It's always been the one on the right.
Audi, it's an imported car. People were confused, you know. But they were saying because it accelerated quickly, it's like, I'm out of here, bye. You know,
Okay.
like I'm Audi 5000.
All right. I was officially stumped on that Gen X fun fact.
I had to do a lot of research on that
Yeah,
one.
that was a rabbit hole. I was like, what? The album and the what and the who? What? Musician?
Yeah.
Huh. Give me a movie quote, man.
But that's one that I still hear.
Yeah, for sure. That one. For sure.
Totally.
All right, number 4. Go, Dan.
Highways are stupid dark. I'll tell you a side story. When I was a kid, we had this road in the vicinity of our neighborhood called Cuba Road. And people said it was haunted and, you know, all this stuff, all this lore about this road. And you would go out there. There were no street lights. So you'd be in your car on Cuba Road and it was a straight shot.
Oh,
and it was
gosh.
very rural. The thing you did was you turned off your headlights.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like, I can't see anything.
Oh,
We're going to
gosh.
die. Then you turn it back on like,
Did you have to turn the radio down, too?
so I could
See where
see better. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, South Carolina's Department of Transportation budget does not go to lighting. You can be on Highway 26, which is a major freeway with no carpool lane, by the way, which makes 0 sense to me. They need a carpool lane. What are they thinking? Anyway, all that to say, there's very, very few lights on the freeway. So the only lights are all from the headlights of the other cars. Then, when you're getting off of an off-ramp, you might have a little reflector. Trick or treat if you do.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a straightaway, if it's a right-hand turn at 20 miles an hour. Good luck. Figure it out.
And you become an expert where those brights are, man, because you're like, anytime there's not an oncoming car, it's like, brights. Okay,
Yeah.
I see where I am. Oh, I got to turn them off. Someone's coming.
And then you would think, okay, we're off the freeway. We're going to be in the neighborhoods. We're going to be on the main thoroughfare. There'll be street lights, right?
yeah.
We're the generation that came home when the street lights came on.
Right.
No. There's maybe one for every 50 houses, and we're in new construction. So you would think that they would make it a little brighter. For crying out loud. It's the darkest state. I don't understand it. California lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. There's lights everywhere. Their budget goes to all the lighting. South Carolina, no. They don't spend any money on the lights.
If anything, you get you're filled with a sense of history because you're like, this must be what the pioneers went through because I can't see anything.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine,
the
like-
gas lamps. That way it makes sense that they've got the gas lamps, but
Yeah.
it's because there's no lights. No. If you don't want to feel old, we're always battling this, we don't want to feel old, right? That'll make you feel old.
Oh,
in a
yeah.
hot second.
Macular degeneration.
Oh my gosh. You're like, well, what's the thing you say when it's super dark?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you look in the rearview mirror, and if there's no cars behind you, you're like, I'm driving out of a black hole. It's like, it's sucking up stars behind me.
It is darker than dark.
Number 5 is near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I love number 5.
Okay.
When Harry and I moved here, she was like a month behind us. We had a bunch of boxes and stuff we had to throw away. So it's like, okay, we got to go to the dump. And where we were from, going to the dump, you drove 40 minutes out of town, up this giant hill made of garbage, and then you just dumped it wherever. And then they would throw dirt over it and call it good, right? So we went to what we thought, it said the dump, and we went in there and they said, this is for city vehicles only. You got to go to this other place.
Is this here or in
Yeah.
California?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried to go to what we, in our minds, was the dump.
Okay.
They said, this ain't it. You have to go to the convenience center. And I'm like, well, that sounds fantastic. I want to go there. So,
More of that, please.
yeah. So we go to the convenience center, and this place is amazing. They got all these dumpsters, and they're all labeled. Like one's wood, one's metal, one's cardboard, and
It's very organized.
each county has its own convenience center, so you got to show your ID to prove that you live there.
Yeah, they don't play.
So ne'er-do-wells aren't throwing away trash. Because,
We don't want that.
All the fugitives are out throwing away trash illegally.
Right?
But
shredding. They take shredding.
well, I went there today, as a matter of fact, so this is very topical. And we had clothes that we were going to take to Goodwill, but guess what? The convenience center is so convenient, they have drop boxes for clothing. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like kind of like the Goodwill ones.
Yeah.
And then also I'm looking out in the distance and it's like motor oil. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I don't have to go to O'Reilly's. I don't have to go to Goodwill. I don't have to overflow my garbage can at the house. I go to the convenience center.
Wow.
I get rid of everything.
It's one-stop drop, and you don't have to spend half a day going to all those other places.
No. I mean, you could seriously run a business just throwing away people's stuff and just take it to the convenience center.
1-800-GOT-JUNK. Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
They have that business, Dan.
Yeah.
Well done. Number 6. Now this one, pack your patience for this one, because this one has multiple facets to it, because it's the church search. Church search.
Church search.
Say that 5 times fast. So we were given a website called 9marks.com from our church in California that was aligned with the theology and
how they taught,
and the way they taught, the way they were from the
preached.
pulpit, and the layouts of how the service would go. So we had this framework to jump off from. Well, it did a couple of things. It took us to churches that we would have never found because they were not close. Because we're like, good grief.
45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know why, but Sunday, and we know we're going to church on Sunday, but there's extra gravity in the bed on Sunday morning.
Yep.
It is so hard to get up for church. I don't know why. I want to go.
That's Satan.
Right.
He's like, sleep. He's trying to put the pillow over your face. Sleep.
So driving an extra 45 minutes to church is just not feasible when we're already counting down the minutes to make sure we're there by the time the songs start. So, okay, there's that. But then we're going to some of these churches, Dan. Do you remember this? Like, I was looking at their budget and I'm like, y'all don't have any money. Like, how are you going to grow without any money?
Yeah.
Or there'd be like 12 people there.
Well,
Or
or you don't have a lot of variety. You don't have a lot of generations of people.
Yes, they were.
And you're like, okay, how are my kids gonna
grow?
Yeah. Get into this.
And it was probably 8 or 9 weeks of us going through this list. And then, as we've spoken of several times, the Facebook pages can be very, very helpful in these new communities because you can learn a lot of really important things that you would never know if it weren't for the regulars or the locals in these Facebook pages. So praise the Lord for that. So we were even adding in churches that weren't on that 9 marks. And, some of them we walked in and we turned around and walked right back out.
But I mean,
absolutely not.
Thank goodness that the Lord has supplied people with options,
Yeah.
There's something for everybody.
And we are in the South. You cannot throw a rock without hitting a church. I mean, they're everywhere. So when we did finally land at our church, it was probably week 10 or 11.
Well, and we had gone to it early on in our quest. And then we went to other churches to compare. And then we're like, okay, let's go back to that one again because there's something there.
Yeah. So when we finally landed at the church that we are now at, it was like, finally, like you just felt like you got to the end of a finish line.
Yeah.
So whatever your denomination, if this is something that is very important to you, go to your pastor or whoever leads your congregation and have them find something along those lines of like 9 marks or whatever your faith might be and get help because there are lots of options, but there are lots of options and there's very different ways of preaching the gospel. And if you are going to yell at me, I'm not going to stay there. Just continue to pray for guidance, continue to pray for patience, because that will be something that if you don't land on the first try at the place that you're supposed to be, you've got options. Like Dan said, there's plenty of options.
Yeah.
So, but just pack your patience for that because that was hard. I'm not going to lie. That was really, really hard because we had come from a big community, our very vibrant youth group for our son. All of his besties were there. And then here we're just like, the brakes.
Yeah, we're starting over.
And it just, you want to be spiritually fed. You want to have relationships quickly when you move. And so it was a hard time. But the Lord was faithful.
Yes.
We found a church. Praise the Lord. All right, number 7 is a little bit of funny and a little bit of like, really?
And I can tell you, the phrase you're about to hear, I've never heard in the 56 years I've been on this earth. So I was like, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so it rains a lot here. We've talked about it a lot because, that's just what happens here in the South. And when the sun is out and the sun is shining and it's raining, there's a phrase that they use in the South. So the way it goes is you'll be sitting outside on your patio, kicking back, and you're like, oh, it's raining, but the sun is out. Okay. And it's the term is, or the phrase is, the devil's beating his wife.
Say what?
Which it makes zero sense.
No. Is the rain her crying?
First of all, there's a really great comedian, Mike Goodwin, who does a really great bit on this. So if you haven't found him, he's like the bow tie comedian. So you've got to find him because he does a really great bit on this.
It's funny.
It's a common expression in the South. When the sun's shining and it's raining outside, Southerners say that the devil is beating his wife. I got a couple of questions. When did the devil get married?
But it's true because you're like, how did that even come to pass? I have a friend that used to live in Hawaii, and he said that when they had that, phenomenon in Hawaii, he said that they called it magic rain. And I was like, well, that's sweet.
Cute.
Yeah, magic rain.
But here in the South, the devil's beating his wife.
Devil's beating his wife because the sun is out and the rain is happening at the same time. It's the craziest and usually what do you do when you have that? You look for a rainbow, right?
There ain't gonna be one.
But he said, how in the heck did we get to the devil is beating his wife? I don't know. All that to say, it's been one heck of a first year here in South Carolina.
We've learned a lot.
We have learned a ton, from dumps to driving to...
We even know what a rookery is.
Yes. But in case you are interested in moving to this fantastic area of South Carolina, we would love to help you. Feel free to click the link in the description and book a VIP call with us where we can learn your story, your details, and work on your move. And
you can download our relocation guide.
yeah, that's the best
That is
because
a
it'll
freebie.
walk you through it. We look forward to hearing from you, and we are here week after week. Like I said, we are your local Gen X realtors, and we would love to help you call this place home like we did.
Absolutely.